Banana adventures. So, what do you think? What happened 50,000 years ago? What superpower did sapiens get that allows us to rule the planet today? The answer isn't obvious. Superman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, and all the other comic superheroes are powerful because they are strong, fast, and brave. But sapiens weren't stronger, faster, or braver than Neanderthals, or plenty of other animals for that matter. In a fight with a wolf, a crocodile, or a chimpanzee, a sapiens would have very little chance of winning. Even an old grandma chimpanzee could beat the world boxing champion. The only reason we can scare away wolves and lock chimpanzees in zoos is that we cooperate in very large numbers. One human can't defeat one chimpanzee, but 1,000 humans can achieve incredible things that chimpanzees can't even dream of. And it's thanks to our secret superpower that we can cooperate better than any other animal. We can even cooperate with complete strangers. Take, for example, the last piece of fruit you ate. Maybe it was a banana. Where did that banana come from? If you were a chimp, you'd have to go to the forest and pick a banana yourself. But because you're a human, you usually rely on help from strangers. Very few people pick their own bananas. In most cases, someone you've never met and never will meet grew this banana thousands of miles from you. Then other strangers put it on a truck, a train, or perhaps a ship and transported it to your local shop. Then you went to the shop, chose your banana, took it to the cashier, and gave the cashier some money. And that's how you got your banana. How many people touched the banana before you bought it? How many of these people do you know personally? Maybe you don't know any of them, but they helped you get your banana. Or think about your school. How many people make up a school? First of all, you need a lot of students. Without them, the school would be pointless. How many kids are there at your school? Then you need teachers. Try to count how many teachers your school has. And there are the people who built the school, the people who clean it, the people who serve food in its cafeteria, the people who generate electricity so you have light in the classroom, the people who wrote and printed all the textbooks, and many, many others. So all in all, how many people does it take to make a school? And how many of them do you know personally? All the big achievements of humankind, such as flying to the moon, were the results of cooperation between hundreds of thousands of people. In 1969, Neil Armstrong was the first human to set foot on the moon. He got there by flying in a spaceship, but he didn't build the spaceship himself. Countless people cooperated to build a spaceship. Miners extracted iron from the earth to build it. Engineers designed it. Mathematicians calculated the best course to the moon. Technicians made special boots so that Armstrong could walk on the moon. And farmers grew bananas so that the astronauts would have something to eat in space. Eagles fly because they have wings. Humans fly because they know how to cooperate in large numbers. This is what makes us so powerful. We can cooperate with thousands of strangers to get bananas, or build a school, or fly to the moon. Chimpanzees can't do that. They don't have shops where they can buy bananas that grew on the other side of the world. They don't have schools where hundreds of young chimps study together. They don't fly anywhere, certainly not to the moon. Chimpanzees can't do all these things because they cooperate only in small numbers. And they rarely cooperate with strangers. Say you are a chimp and wanted to cooperate with another chimp. You would have to know that chimp personally. What kind of chimp is he? Is he friendly or nasty? Is he reliable? How could you cooperate with a chimp if you didn't know him? If you made a list of everyone you know really well, how many people would be on it? Not people you see on television, but people you actually meet. People who know your secrets and you know theirs. If a bear chased you up a tree, who would come to help you? If you're like most people, your list will have fewer than 150 names. Scientists have asked a lot of people to make lists like this, and they found that it's basically impossible for humans to form strong personal connections with more than about 150 individuals. Now try to count all the people you come across in one day. All the people who pass you on the street, all the people who travel on the bus with you, all the people who go to school with you, all the people who shop in the same supermarket, all the people who attend a football game with you. How many do you think there will be? If you live in a big city like London or Tokyo, you will probably count thousands of people. Isn't that amazing? Even though you really know just 150 people, you get to see thousands of strangers every time you go to a big shopping center, a sports stadium, or a train station. If you try to cram thousands of chimpanzees into these places, the result would be total chaos. But thousands of humans squeeze into them every day, and most of the time, they all behave in a perfectly orderly way. And that's how our sapiens ancestors overcame the Neanderthals and all the other kinds of humans thousands of years ago. Our ancestors were the only ones who knew how to cooperate in large numbers, even with strangers. More people cooperating meant more ideas about how to make tools, find food, and heal wounds. Neanderthals learned stuff and got help only from a few close friends and relatives. But sapiens could rely on lots of people they didn't know well. So even though a single sapiens wasn't smarter than a single Neanderthal, sapiens became much better at inventing tools and hunting animals. And if things ever came to a fight, 500 sapiens could easily defeat 50 Neanderthals.